my stream! Good morning, one and all, to everyone out there. I have literally just managed to wake up, made my way down outside here, and got straight on. Hey, ZTech. Hey, Edna Murphy. How is it going? We are, of course, playing Kerbal Space Program multiplayer on the DMPs. All information for how to join is available in my Discord in the KSP talk. Funnily enough, today I'm going to be making a couple of ships, at least. What are we doing today? We are going to go to the moon with a SpaceX-style tiny rover launch description. So we're going to like send a big robot, a big rocket with lots of little rovers, so that I can drop off a whole load of the rovers, and then everyone can just kind of like all take over a rover and mill around and do good stuff like that. Also, I was having a joke with another three being like, oh, we should BayBlade on the moon. And I was like, you know what? We should actually BayBlade somewhere. So I'm going to take a small jet out right now and look around and see if there's any bowls anywhere. I've got one place in particular where I think there is a pretty nice bowl for us to be able to BayBlade, but I'm not sure whether that is going to be something that is sustainable or not. I don't know whether it comes in enough. Is a small enough bowl. What should we use here? I'm just going to use the Ares 3A. It's just a nice, small, simple stock machine. I could build my own, but hey, Muriel, how are you doing? Good morning indeed. It is super morning for me. My brain is mush. If anybody can help me through this whole process, I will be very, very, very helpful, very grateful. As you can tell, even my English, it just falls out of my face, and I'm not quite sure what it's doing quite yet, but that's alright. For those of you that was wondering, I was literally just up playing GTA all night. My girlfriend went to bed early because she was going to get up early, and then all my friends carried on hanging around, and we just, before we knew what was going on, it was like 4 in the morning. I was like, I've got to be up like in a couple of hours, and then those 8 hours passed, and I carried on staying in bed. It was beautiful, but it was also horrendous. Okay, I've got to go look over here, because some of you guys might know that there is a small divot over there, and that divot, if we can... Oh, yeah, I love the Ares. Look at it. What maneuverability. So that small divot might be BayBladeable. I don't know. We're gonna go find out. The biggest problem that I'm thinking off the top of my head right now is how do we get the craft out here? Maybe we need to make some sort of a launch craft. Yeah, maybe. So that was the bit I was thinking about. But now that I've mentioned it, that also looks good. There's a couple of decent bowls around. So, yeah, that actually shouldn't be too much of a problem. That one... The reason that I was thinking about where the beach was is you can almost see a little crosshatch of, like, downness, if that is a thing. Okay, let's try and take this in for a landing. More than likely, we're just going to end up smashing in to the floor far too fast, but we will see what's going on. I flew too high. It's going to take far too long to get down. Can we see a shadow anywhere? Yeah, there's a shadow. There's always shadows around in this game world because we have got multiple suns. Multiple suns. Because that's fun, right? Okay, we can come in for a decent landing here. Let's just push it down. Now that I'm taking a moment to look at the size of the place, I'm like, maybe this place is huge. Maybe. Put it up, flare. It's an alright landing. Oh, we bounced. It's an alright landing. It's not a great landing, but it's an alright landing. Okay, do we think that the tilt of this place will push everybody into the middle? Kind of. Okay, let's go over to the oldie vehicle assembly building and perhaps space plane hangar. I don't know which one's going to give us the best. Probably the vehicle assembly building. We'll start in the vehicle assembly building. We'll build the bottom unit of the BayBlade and then try and figure out if we can attach something like this plane to the top of it to fly over. Perhaps a sky crane of some description. So this is kind of where I expect us to end up getting sort of rattled to if we can like keep our upwards going. That should be cool. Okay, do I want to fly back or am I just going to recover here? I'm just going to recover here. We could fly back, but that's not what I'm in for. Okay, so let's go to the VAB. I think the bottom bit to start with is probably going to be a fairing, though there are a variety of other pieces we can use. Thank you very much, Dundon. Oh yeah, the beautiful wonders of Copernicus when you move Kerbin. For some reason, it doesn't think we're here anymore. Oh wait. There's the moon. Ooh. But it's alright, you can go to the vehicle assembly through the use of those buttons on the side there. brilliant, to be honest. You know, you can just kind of ignore the menu and get on with it. It's great. It's great. Okay, so here we go. BayBlade style. Now, personally, I've got a few ideas for how to do this. All right, we go for a structural. Can we just move the DMP out of the way? Anybody join? No. Okay, so down here, what are we looking for? Hey, what are these? Fixed telescopic joints. So these from the KIS, Kerbal attachment system, or inventory system, depending on which one you've got installed. We've got both installed, so that means we can have a lot of fun together. I mean, like, yeah, nose cones are cool. They're not quite what I'm after. Maybe actual. Let's try one of these. It's probably a good place to start, right? A 2 meter wide BayBlade. I kind of like the idea of that. And then we want to have some stuff that's kind of impact resistant. So if we come through here, the thing that I'm thinking about is this I-beam here. So if we kind of stick it like that, and we'll have all 8 of them, of course. And that's not quite where I want to stick it. Can we take it off of that? We can. Brilliant. I think what I'd like to do is kind of increase the point of impact. To do that, obviously, we want to have like a single point impacting. How do I want to do so? I mean, that's pretty cool. Do I want to go with that? I'm probably going to go with that. I'm feeling like we're too top heavy at the moment, so I'm going to bring this right down here. We're going to put an SAS unit on top. I have got no problems with people part clipping to make this work. And obviously, because like we always need to have a Kerbal involved, I'm going to throw the cupola on top. Yes! Extra points for Kerbal. Extra points for Kerbal. Now, the real question is, can we get this to spin like an actual BayBlade? That looks like it's going to totally off balance everything, but you just know that this is where the center of mass happens, right? Is that a thing? Is it not? I don't know. We need power, though. Power is very much a thing. Now, I'd like to be able to do it all on RTGs, but if I've learned anything about this game, covering your craft with RTGs is a fast way to not have enough power, yet still have too many parts. So I'm going to go with these solar panels and angle them upwards. Okay, so far so good? Question mark. I think we've got something that kind of resembles. Let's see if we can put it out there and give it a spin. For the moment, I'm going to give it a launch clamp, but obviously I would like to not. That would be the preferable way. Now that I've gone and said that, I've gone and put those launch claps on, and they're just everywhere. So let's go Project BayBlade. Let's just see if it's Project BayBlade. Let's see if it even spins. Did I not put? Hang about. Who's gonna be on board with us today? We've got quite a few here. Valentina, I didn't realise Shadow had brought in a Kerman, KSP Kerman. What a great name. Let's go. Well, let's go Dundon. Why not? Dundon sounds like a great chap. He's who was out. Put a rocket to make it spin faster. Good idea. Yeah, actually, good idea. We'll try that. We'll start off with either some Separatrons or something like that. That was a slappy noise that I didn't mean to make. And we'll probably end up with some liquid fuel. The problem with liquid fuel is the fuel tanks are quite weak. So if you make them a structural piece, you end up like breaking stuff. It all goes badly wrong. Let's see what we got here. Can we do it? Let's have a test. Any moment now. Loading simulators are a go. Alright, awesome. I want to immediately put on my SAS. We're going to radial out. That's nice. And we want to spin in one direction or the other. So the first thing that I note is the fact that my attacking bits are not as far out as my solar panels. But in good news, we can keep the electric charge going. Oh, look, we've hit Zoetrope style. This is just the speed we're going, syncing with the frame rate of my screen. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is very nice. I like that. And you can see that things are starting to spin out a little bit further. Okay, so I'm feeling like we need to put the solar panels inside a little bit more. Hey, Wise, how you doing? Welcome to Project BayBlade. There's a little arena sort of just over there that we could probably end up using. Got to figure out how to get these guys over there. But the spin seems to work out well. We've got Vessel Mover. Bam. This is almost exactly why I brought this mod with me. This is all just sandbox fun. We've got no concession to realism here. Let's just keep zooming out so I can see where we're going over that way. Okay. Whoop. I'm not sure if it's going to have like too much friction to be able to go towards the middle bit here. Okay, so you can see we're on a slope. Let's just kind of spin up. The way that I'm going to do this is press Alt and then just like tap the sideways button a few times. You can see that the roll is moving outwards. No additions, just as it was. And now, hopefully, if we do that, it should just spin on its own. Now, are we going to go spinning down? Oh, come on. I definitely put you on with some trim. Okay, we can trim the other... Okay, so that's not a thing that we can do. It's going to have to be a single button operation. That's fine. But it did actually manage to wiggle its way downhill, right? Is this what we're saying here? So if we put two guys at opposite ends of the hill, should we see if we can find a better hill? I mean, does this look like it dips more? It looks like it's got more of a bowl to it, but I think the bottom bit has got more of a flat, if you see what I'm saying. Maybe Arkibo? You're going to fly around as a Spectre. This is like a 4-part machine. You can take part. You can take part. I was kind of hoping another 3 would be along, but he said he was going to be late. He's smoking. I presume meats, but who knows? Maybe he's just got incredibly dank. Okay, so this kind of works. I don't like the idea, but the whole sort of concept behind the BayBlade is not... It's not a terrible one. We can definitely work here. I want to make a smaller thing on the underside here because I feel like this is vulnerable, like super vulnerable. And obviously having a Kerbal on top, really not the best plan. Okay, let's. I don't want to revert. I want to recover. Oh, it turns out you can recover as long as you're stable on the floor. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, having rockets on the outside might even give you like some sort of heat up capabilities to try and like explode the other player. That would be very interesting. Thank you, Dundon. Oh man, I just blazed through that cup of tea in like 3 minutes or something like that. It's not going to be great. I'm not going to have a great drink at the end of it. Okay, so let's try and think about other ways of doing this. I like this system up top, okay? We're going to reroute to that, okay? We're going to take that off. I don't really like that. And let's try a fairing. Fairing is the thing that I immediately thought about. I'm looking for the 2. There's the 2. Turn it around and pop it down. Tiny. I want it like that. Yeah, that works. And then we can maybe put these up top here. Let's try this instead. I mean, Dundon doesn't need to see. Let's be honest here, he doesn't need to see at all. And then we'll go that. For the bottom, you could use the deployable heat shield. What a great idea. What? The one that goes in and out. So the problem is, and I kept on meaning to take this out of my install, is that not everybody has the making history expansion. That's the word I'm looking for. That looks pretty serious. Not everybody has the making history expansion, so I try not to make stuff out of that because they can't see that stuff. So what is the smallest part count, most versatile rover we can build? That's the next question we've got to face on this. We're going to spend maybe another 15 minutes on the BayBlade just to see if we can do anything. If any challengers turn up, great. If not, we'll just wait for challengers to appear. It's as simple as that. Oh, suddenly hay fever. Hold up, guys. I'm running for my medication. Sorry. It's painful in the eye. It's painful. Well, it's not really painful. It's just super irritating. Okay, taking that. I'm sure by the end of stream it will all be fine. Just in time for me to go, alright, bye guys. And oh, my eye's fine. Okay, let's try. I mean, I kind of want to have a look on top of some of the mountains, if I'm to be honest with you. I want to see if there's any valleys over here. Like, I know. Is it some mountains over this way? Oh no, don't make me sneeze now. Oh, my body, it is such a scumbag. It is such a scumbag. You know, I grew up in the villages. I grew up surrounded by 3 farms. From the update of cons. Oh, construct. Wow, that is quite. Anybody else getting the jitter from that? That's quite intense. Oh, excuse me. I might need to even. Oh, what a scumbag body! Like I say, I grew up in a non-urban environment, I am like as country as you can get. Well, not as country as you know. I didn't exactly own a tractor, but suddenly out of nowhere, this hay fever has started hitting me. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know where it's come from. Can we spin on top of a mountain? That's the question. Oh man, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, up here somewhere we've got to. I'm not really seeing anywhere where it all converges. Something like this spot here. This is what we've been looking for. Look at it, beautiful. There is literally no way that you cannot end up crashing into each other here. Oh, stop. Radio out. Let's get it right. Okay, so can I spin up and what happens? So I'm expecting to travel sideways, but then I'm kind of expecting to go round the bowl. So let's have a look. I'm kind of travelling more sideways than expected. It's interesting. Okay, let's just let it play. Let's just let it play out. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to be very intrigued when we hit the side. Okay, we have zoetroped up. It kind of works, kind of. I'm gonna like be messing with my speed to see if I can hit some sort of inclination that actually does travel me down the hill, and it does kind of look like it. So maybe we need to put people on this side to roll down. Oh, there we go. You can see it happening. I'm going down to the middle. Okay, I think I have found the place where we need to be doing this. If there's one on the moon, that's also good. Oh, okay, fairing's not the best. Oh. Can we just spin it up like this? Like, kind of. Yeah, come at me. Oh, no, we're stuck. Okay, so we need a slightly higher point than that. The mohole, I mean, that's a plan. A little too pointy, maybe? A little too pointy. Do I have any tissue around here? I don't. That is an oversight. Okay, what have we got here? Dundon Kerman. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so can we? I mean, we could layer multiple fairings. What is the impact speed for a fairing? I've never actually had a look to find out. Can we tail on any of this? Sides, ejection force? No, none of these. Fairings are not staged. Edit fairing, delete. Yeah, none of these actually really tell us. I need to check on your station. All right, buddy. All right. I can't remember if anybody's station is actually still working. To be fair, I've not really done anything with anything since I last logged in. So if things are fine, things are fine. How can we do this better? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Mark 1 fairing and put it down here. Right, I need to go get some tissue because I have sniffed like 4 times into the microphone now. It's going to go kind of... Is it me or are there no noises here? Can you guys hear game noises? I can't hear any game noises. Maybe I've turned it right down. Yeah, no, I really can't hear any game noises. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of leave you guys for a second. Just for a second, because I need to go make sure that I'm not coughing, sneezing, and such forth into the microphone for the rest of this stream. Sorry. Hopefully that moment of... It could be the Namek speaker system. Yeah, maybe. Alright, cool. Let's do it. I'm hoping those few minutes of not doing anything are a little bit less less unprofessional than this unprofessional. Okay, so I need to edit this. This is like just coming right out of the bottom here, and I'm not overly. I just wanted the tip, you know, just the tip. So let's try go to about here. Does that look a bit better? That's too far down. Oh, I see. It's because the fairing is literally on the outside there. Okay, so edit fairing and just bring it into that. Will that be a good one? Looks like it might be. Looks like it might be. So let's save, launch, and try it again. So we're starting off by testing BayBlade systems. Hopefully someone will come and challenge me for my dominance at some point. But then I was also going to try and make a bunch of small part rovers to launch on a single system to a crater on the moon, so that I can deploy all the rovers and go, hey guys, here's a rover to play with. I thought that would be a good way to spend the second half of the stream. Or the middle bit, and then have a BayBlade challenge for the last half an hour. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I'm spending this first half hour working on my BayBlade. We're already 20 minutes into it. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to swap things over to moving some. Hey. Hey. Wait, let's get a vessel mover. Oh no, we need to be landed. There's going to be some explosions in any second now. Well, that's an exploded plane. Did you recover, Wise? Did you recover? Are we coming back down? Are we coming back down with a bump? Or are we going to be alright? That's the question. Gotta be alright? Gotta be... Move! Yeah, we're alright. Okay, let's get out of here. Whew. Just cleared up the debris. Oh, well, that's not going to work whilst I'm looking at it, Wise. That's the problem there. I've got to be away because you clean it up, but I'm kind of in time, and everything carries on, and DMP keeps it live for both of us, which is really weird. That one. That's what I want. And this mountain over here. Oh, what? Distance travelled. Suddenly, mountains come into view. This cleft here, this is the cleft that I like. Maybe travelling a little faster. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down now. Okay, how are we going to get this pointed upwards? There, here. This is the cleft. This is the cleft. One of these buttons. No, that's a spin. Use the translate from the RCS, and we can get that twisted up and around somewhere here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Place vessel. Can we spin? We could probably spin better if I did. I go out. T. Radio out. Okay, so here's a nice cleft. We can spin on 2 fairings, right? We're spinning the other way this time. That's fine. But as you can see, we do circle the set. There goes both my fairings. All right, fairings. Bad idea for this plan. Can we recover the scrap? Let's have a look. Recover. Alright. Okay, so fairings, bad idea. What other small pointed devices can we go? Shouldn't you put a flag to mark the area for others? What a great idea, Muriel. Oh, man. I speak well. But yes, great idea. I think the problem is that you're quite close to the ground. So I was high up, and that caused me other troubles. Wave Rider, recover. I'm just going to recover everything I say. Let's see where Wise is at. That's where I'm at. Building the space plane hangar, good idea. That means if I recover all these, done, good work. Okay, everybody's in? I think everybody's in. Okay, cool. Hopefully we got everything there. So Zed reckons the problem is that we're close to the ground. Okay, I can get on board with that. Let's try it. I was feeling vulnerable being raised up because the first time we used the Mark II... I'll show you what we used the first time because fairings not working. These, get rid of them. Over here, the first thing I used was this. That was pretty good. That worked pretty well. The problem is I felt vulnerable. Heat shields. Let's have a look. Electrical thermal. Oh, this one. Oh, I mean, like maybe. It sticks to there. What are you sticking to? I mean, I'm not gonna... Come at me, bro! Did I say... Yeah, the 1.6. But did you see Shadow Zone's video on the technical debt inside Kerbal? If you've not watched Shadow Zone's video on that, I will link it in the Discord after this stream. But the man brings up a very, very interesting point, and I think you guys could probably get on this as well. So, have you noticed how Kerbal is bringing out more and more updates? more tweaks to parts, the Delta V readout, stuff like that. But all the bugs in the game just don't seem to be getting addressed. I think Shadow said if you go and look at the bug tracker, there's something like 2,000 active bugs at the moment, with over 500 of them not actually being seen. Now, please don't quote me on those numbers, and by being seen, I mean like no member of staff has even acknowledged that these bugs have been put onto the tracker yet. Don't quote me on the numbers; they might not quite be right. If someone wants to go and check the bug tracker to tell me how many bugs there are and how many of those are classed as big inverted commas new, and that's something to be aware of. And in all these updates, we very rarely see the bug list, the fixed list, extending that far, right? We never really see, fixed time warp bug A or whatever the problems are, like the loading. The flying too fast next to someone else's ship and it exploding, the garbage collection. These are just problems that I've had. You know that it's much easier to add stuff than to fix stuff that you don't understand. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the easy part, but that's not what's needed, is it? What's needed is that we need the game to get fixed. You know what? You might be on the. I don't know if this is a winning combination or not. I don't know if this is a winning combination. Yeah, it's like every game gets this. What's been described to me as technical debt. I'm down with that. And generally, it's down to management being like, or should we say private division, being like, we've bought this game and now we want to make some money from it. So if you could put new parts in it, we can push new sales and get more parts. Which I totally understand where they're coming from with that, but it does make it awful difficult when you're an old time player going, yeah, but these bugs still ain't fixed. No, add rockets so you can jump. What a great idea. I kind of overwent. We're gonna have trouble cleaning up all this debris. Should have thought. Oh, and they're gone. We'll try and deal with it. I love these concentric circles. Okay, so where do we go? We go over here. Is this the right cleft? This is the right cleft. Look, we can even have two games at once. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's place this down. We're looking upwards. Found an armoured car on Kerbal X. Have fun using it as a target. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, can we spin up? No. Ooh, what's just happened with my camera? Can we come back? Thanks. Okay, we are slowly spinning up. We're not travelling. I note that we're not travelling. I was kind of hoping we would kind of travel a little bit. What happens if I put that on instead? Do we start processing? No, we're not even into the middle. It's not a bug, it's a feature, see? I don't know, do we call it, are we talking Mafia of 1950s or Mafia? It's not a bug, it's a feature, see? I think it's better in the 1950s gangster. It's not a bug, it's a feature, see? Alright, let's move this guy more to the middle. I don't like the way that it's just kind of sat there. I've got a feeling this is a moving around the arena fail. It's a good idea, but I don't think you're gonna be attacking. I don't think the attack is real here. Oh, I bet we could totally switch to another vessel. Ooh, hey. Oh, we're gonna let all this stuff die? Die. Oh, it didn't die. Impact resistance. That is why I put it on the machine, actually. To be fair. Let's recover this and we'll recover the other one later. Can I not recover this bit of scrap, please? Oh, we're sinking. That's why. Alright, it's off. I don't mind. We'll just go around until we find my craft again. There we go. Alright, just get them out of here. Still stood upright, though. That's kind of what I wanted to know, is can we still have it upright? So that kind of means, with rockets, it could plane and fly. We reckon? We reckon? I kind of don't. Wow, what is wrong with that frame rate all of a sudden? Yeah, let's just have red. No apparent reason. That must be all the physics that's been going on there. We'll have to see if we can get rid of some of those bits. Which we normally can. Ain't no thing. Alright, we'll try and clean up some of that. That's a shame that that heat shield wasn't the best. One more test. One more test. One more test. One more test. We'll go back to the original. It's a shame that inflatable heats it. So we're going to have to make a, if it doesn't move around the course, it's not valid rule. Because obviously this guy could just end up on top of a hill, spinning around, being like, well, I'm still spinning, I'm alive, it must mean that you've broken the route. And that's not competition, right? That's not competition. 2? F2? No, 2. We'll pull this up here like this a little bit. I've got a feeling that is going to kind of help my centre of gravity more than anything. Also, I like this sort of sticky out thing in a ring. That's cool. Okay, last test, as I say, last test. And then we're going to figure out the lowest part count rover that's still interesting to drive around the moon with. If anybody has any ideas on that, I mean, what's the main fuselage for that particular rover? I mean, it would have to kind of be something with some fuel capabilities. Maybe a RCS tank. But then, if you put an RCS tank on, you want to have RCS ports on. And if you've got RCS ports on, that's instantly, like, doubled the number of parts or something, right? So I'm not sure about that. So, do we think a rugged rover, the ones with the rugged rover wheels, with a normal rocket pointing backwards, like one of the small rocket parts pointed backwards, and then you have like a rocket fuselage. Ooh. I'm glad I hit place before. Well, there we go. That's alien and cat. Oh wait! Screenshot. Bam. Get out of here, yellow writing. Get out of here. I want to press some more screenshot buttons. Alright, there we go. Aliens! That's going to be turning up on the Kerbal Reddit by the end of the day. Be sure to like it when you see it. Oh, wait, it's not like it, is it? It's upvote it. Be sure to upvote it when you see it. Is it that cleft again? Was that cleft? I'm a little lost. I think it was this cleft. Have I gone past it? Is that what's gone on? Hang about. I am lost. I am lost on the surface of Kerbin. What is this? How about using the couplers as weapons for the BayBlade? I'm happy for you to do that. Basically, we're going to start a little tournament company up here. A tournament up. And we're going to make the rules up as we decide that things are unfair. Like the big heat shield, like that didn't spin well enough on here. Thank you, humanity. This is probably going to make a lot of oh, I've left the chat screen as well. That wasn't quite what I wanted, YouTube. Thanks though. Oh, epic rap battle. Okay, cool. Yeah. Is this guy doing it? Oh, it's going to replay all the chat to me. Wow, so literally watching all the chat replay to me. Anyway, let's spin this back up. Okay, so I think this is probably the best design I've come up with so far. It's somewhat stable, seems to fly, oh, we should put wings on this and see if it flies. Yeah, we should put wings on this and see if it flies. But I think this is my final BayBlade design. I think I can be totally down for a fight. What's the part count? There's a question. What is the part count? Because we're going to want to know. Oh, I forgot that everything looked weird when I did that. Let's zoom out so we can get all the lines stop flashing around. Stop flashing, lines. Stop flashing. No, I mean it. Stop flashing, lines. So, Wise, you said that when these two come into contact with each other, is it Oasis and Valentine, or is it Origins and Valentine, that they were having some troubles? So the problem that I found is that I've made the sun copies of the sun. I've made all these suns copies of the sun, and obviously this sun doesn't have a sphere of influence. So all these others don't really have spheres of influence, and I think it's all about which one gets closer to each other then. So I've got to try and like reset all these orbits up so they don't really come that close to each other. Yeah. Origin and Valentine. Okay, so it must be like this spot here. Yeah, look at those. Okay, I see the problem here. What we need to do is figure out an orbit where these two have this sort of orbit, but never encounter each other. Maybe we want to put the epoch for Oasis down below or something like that. Yeah, it seems too near at times. We will definitely figure that out. So what did I come out here for anyway? I wanted information on my craft. So, for the BayBlade tournament, 20 parts. I think 20 parts is more than sufficient. You can see I've got 2 8 times on here and a bunch of central stuff. I reckon you don't even need this many solar panels. That's my thought, is you don't need this many solar panels. So you could probably take half of these off and put some more spinny defensive stuff down the bottom. I'm probably going to do that if people want to actually come and fight. So at the moment, I'm going to make my way up here if we can. Come on, BayBlade, make my way up here. So what did I spin at? 16.9. 16.9 will destroy me. I will destroy you. I kind of wanted to put a flag down. Not joining the tournament. I'm sticking with my anti-gravity race tournament. There's no anti-grav in this at the moment, though. I couldn't get it to work properly. It was a little unfortunate. Revert. Recover. So hey, regular Ruby, how are you doing? All right, let's go and make the smallest rover parts thing that we can. The rover with the smallest part count we can. Let's try that. Dude, it's making an upside down triangle and pressing sideways. I mean, it's not. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Thanks. I'm good. Hay fever is striking me today. On that note, I'm actually going to blow my nose again. Goodbye for a second. Well, I tried to, and it turned out it was all like in my airways rather than in my nose. That's not good. I'm sure you guys want like half-hourly updates on the state of my my mucus, right? So, what are we going to do as a rover? I kind of feel like we need to make it robotic. Just because, like, that's less part count again, right? You know, if we do that, and then we get, like, somewhere in the fuel line. No, there's the fuels. A chair with a wheel and a solar panel. I mean, that is also a good... Oh, do we want the chair and then people can bring their own... Yeah, I am going to dead. You know what? I feel like I'm going to dead. Do I want to make a chair-based one? It's been a while since I've made a chair-based thing. Let's try it. Don't save. Let's start with... Oh, can RCS lift... Like... These are all words that I'm sure you guys are... So what I'm going to do... I'm going to try and make an RCS thing. I'll show you what I mean by an RCS thing. I have got video playing in the background. I bet my video has just absolutely tanked. Regular Ruby melting. Oh, of course, it's like not winter for you, right? Proper winter for me. Or it's getting on for proper winter. Well, where are we now? We're in December, right? Yeah, it's cold. 45 degrees. Oh my god. I mean, my room's still at 25, as it has been for all year. I live on the top floor of like a 3-4 block, so I get everybody underneath me warming me up, which sounds fun until you get to summer, when suddenly not so fun. Okay, so we want one of those, and I'm going to put one of these on top. I kind of want to be facing... I'm not even looking the right way. something like that. See, it's not going to snap in place for me. Okay, we're just going to have to kind of hope. Hope is never really a good way to play Kerbal. That looks central. It looks central enough. Let's then put one of these on the front and back. That's not what I was after. This on the front and back. One there, and if I can do that one there. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm going for here. And then we go for some thrust ports. One on the front, one on the back. Oh, it won't attach. Okay, how about one to either side? Can we do that? What's the max temperature? So, that 45, that's the maximum I can expect, really. Like, and I mean maximum. That is a proper heat wave in England. Like a proper heat wave in England, 45. Our high of summer this year was 28. There is definitely a port that I'm missing. I'm like, is there something I'm missing here? Yes, there is. If we can line them up, I'm going to make sure that it works. Okay, we're going to do it like this. We're going to press 2, and then we're going to shift it all over this way. I'm then going to put this on here like this, and then through the power of... No, come on. Like this, and then through the power of the same trick, I'm going to pull this out this way a little bit. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good, and then we're going to click this back into place here. Oh, look at that 5-way thruster. Love it, love it. So we've got the RCS, we've got somewhere to sit. Power. I don't know what the good power options are. What are we thinking? Good power options. Like the raid. I mean, like, look how big it is. I mean, it could be literal landing legs. If we like pump those down there and then bring it out this way a little bit, we got like some landing legs? Question mark. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Julio. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We're going for no-wheel rover. Maybe we could put it there, and it kind of makes sense. Let's try this. I want to save this as Look Ma No Wheels. Is that a thing we can do it? Look Ma No Wheels. Okay, let's see if this flies on the moon, shall we? Oh wait, we got important things to do here first. Let's take one. Oh look, we got screenshots. Who's screenshotting? Why is it screenshotting? Can we see? Downloading. Will it crash me? No. Oh my gosh. Wise. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is amazing. Yeah, I literally just saw it. Like, wow, that is so cool. I'm gonna slightly cheat here, guys, just to test this system. I'm sure you guys are fine with that. We're gonna take Barney the engineer because you know, it's engineer time, right? Let's launch. Launchpad is not in serviceable conditions. It's not in serviceable conditions. Let's try the KSC2. Can I launch there? Yeah, I also assumed the same for you, Zed, yesterday. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I have been. Yeah, it turns out I've got a backlog of editing that's quite prestigious, and also trying to like schedule all the subterranean is actually taking a lot longer than I thought. Who knew that making over 50 thumbnails would take you longer than a day? I'd be like, wow. It's overwhelming. But no, it's all good. It's all good. Have people been watching Subterrane? Probably not, because it's not a game that you guys know. But if you've not seen my new series of Subterrane, I highly, highly recommend it. The game itself is a piece of masterpiece. It's a work of masterpiece. That's what I was actually working towards. No. Let's can we put it back the other way? Well, we don't really have the turning here. What I'm going to do. Oh, F12. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. As I say, we're in sandbox cheaty fun times, right? So if we set orbit and go Mun, and then what I do is I set this to 0, and then it goes, I can't put you down that low, and tells me what the lowest orbit is that I can do, and then I hit set orbit, and then suddenly, before you know it, we're in space. Oh. Yeah. That's what I said. I presumed you were busy in the same way that you presumed I was busy without messaging me. Okay, so which way are we going to go now? I should have actually put a on top thing, right? Why am I not turning? I've got a control wheel. Oh. Oh. Hacks. This memory leak. This is what everybody's talking about recently. This is why everybody's like, actually, the game is a little bit broken. Oh, what is going on? Turn on the RCS. I will turn on the RCS in a second. I wanted to know... I kind of thought that this should just turn anyway. Can anyone explain why it's not? Oh, do we need a battery? Okay, alright, well, there we go. Life lesson learned. We're going to say goodbye here because we're going to... Oh, no, come on. You've got a six-way thing. How are you not pointing yourself in the exact right direction you want to go at? What is going on here? Look, I'm not pressing most of these buttons. Okay, so this is not an ideal setup I'm going to go with. Who'd have thought? Yeah, I didn't think it would need batteries. But there we go. Batteries are indeed needed. I'm trying to deorbit myself. But man, look at this. So we need to bring these up. Well, I suppose once the RCS is in effect. Okay, have we crashed ourselves here? This is what I'm trying to figure out, is have we crashed ourselves? Because that's what I want to do, because I can't leave junk. Wow, look at that coloration. I love it. We can't leave space junk lying around. I mean, we are constantly going down as we speak, right? No, down. Come on, this way. There we go. Let's get it right out of there. Let's turn that off, and let's say goodbye. I don't need an antenna because I've got Kerbal on board. Let's say goodbye to Barney. Brave Kerbanaut. Gonna face their doom. I don't get why it's doing that. You've got all these different directional ports on you, and that's the only way you decide to go. Not once have I seen the up and downs go to put you in the right direction. I suppose we need them on the front and back, right? Okay, so let's go for... We're gonna copy these out and put them at the front. Oh, we can't because they only attach to that. Though we do have the power of the shift and reorientate, so that's probably how we're going to do this. Alright, time to say bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Barney. You look like you were fun once upon a time. How did I manage to slam into the floor? Ah, because I got better time warp on, haven't I? I was like, how did I manage to slam into the floor at that rate? But yeah, of course. Okay, I don't want to revert because that is how you break stuff. Woo. Woo. Where's it going? I didn't click anything. I put my mouse over stuff, but it didn't click. Da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted. Thanks. Let's go to the space plane hangar because I want to use a different method of mirror, different method of symmetry here. It should work out for us. Fingers crossed, and all those other things. Cross all your appendages, guys. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, so let's open. Where are you? VAB is what I want. That's why. Man, I really want to turn off all the... there we go. Look, man. No wheels. All the stock craft. Really want to turn off all the stock craft. F2 is not the key I want. It's number 2. Control Z. There we go. And then we want to put that on. It's not going to have it. Okay. Of course it's not because we're on the wrong... We want to be on placement. And then we do that. And then we go, hey... How far over can we put this? We can't. Okay, so it accepts that. No, it doesn't accept that. Look, watch. So we go F. No, not F. That's it. R is mirror. And unfortunately, that's facing the wrong direction. Okay, we can work on this. Look, if we put this here and here, we go R with you and put you there like that. We pick you up, turn you facing that way. Use the mirrors to get rid of the ghost to make sure we're in central. Ah, I'm looking the wrong way again. That way, that's central. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take those as landing legs. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, now we should be able to do that and swap this over to mirror. Man, that's long, but then we can go offset over this way and put them on that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's get rid of you first and then move you over here, and then we're going to get another set of these. There's a lot of button pressing to make this work. Another set of these to click and bring it over. Okay, they look about right. Right. They look about right. Two across and over. Hey, this might actually work once we got this. Actually, I thought about this on the way in. We don't need those on the sides. Oh, we do if we want to push sideways. No, all right. I'm talking rubbish. Could I? Do you reckon? Just put these on the. No. I've played that game before. That's wrong. No, yeah, literally all we need to do is move these over. Okay, I was thinking if there was a way we could save some thrusters. No. What we do need to do is figure out a way of saving battery. Or doing something like that. We could put another battery underneath to counteract the weight of the Kerbal. I think that'll work out pretty well. And then something else. Don't cross the streams? I mean, why not? They never really explained why not in that movie, did they? In fact, that's how they saved the day later on, if I remember correctly, is by crossing the streams. It's been a while since I've watched it, but... Okay, now we should be able to just do this, and then hopefully that's a good flight. Wait, I was saying that we want battery... You're the small one. Like that? Does that look viable? Question mark. Let's get a new one. Traden, welcome. You're also probably just about to die. Alright, buddy. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. I keep forgetting that Australia's like half an hour off from us. It's something to do when Britain went round and colonised the British Empire, right? I know. Was it India? All you had to do was turn your watch upside down when they offset it by half an hour. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly, but one of them was like that. Got my Fox on Mimus, the one you built ages ago. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, in fact, we can see the screenshots here. Can I load this up while we're in loading? Yeah, I know the half an hours are interesting, very interesting. Bam! Oh, look at this guy. I still think I did pretty well here. I mean, it definitely looks like some sort of four-legged beast. Okay, I need to get back to the moon. That's what we're doing. We're doing moon testing. Okay, can we this time? Hey, buddy. Do that. Oh, we appear to actually have something that looks like actual control. Okay, the next question is how much fuel do we have and how long is it going to... Oh, what? That was painful. Are we good? Are we not? Ooh. Like that. That's what I want. Wow, I want to turn the up and down thrust down a bit. Okay, we're going to try and come in for a very, very low swoop. If I press M, and then we'll have a look at the periaps over here. Wait, I've got an engineer with me. Where's my Kerbal engineer readout? HUD 1. Give it. There we go. We don't need to come back to the map. Okay, we're going to have to do something about all these asteroids, I think. Definitely feels like the thing that's prong. Okay, 15 kilometers. Let's bring this down to what? 9? Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. We're going to turn that back off. There we go. Awesome. And then I want to drop round to... Well, no, we're just going to time warp it. We're just going to time warp it, see what happens. This is going to go around this way. Okay, that's 90 degrees. Quarter of the way round. Flickering correction is active. Near camera plane is doing its thing. Well, that's nice. And then as we get close around this side, we should start getting pretty swoopy to the floor. Okay, then he can turn himself around using the power of the SAS. Actually, this is a pretty neat little craft. We could probably do with putting a tiny docking port on the bottom. But I like it. Okay, periaps, 8 kilometers. Let's see if we need to land on the other side. I mean, probably. Oh, I'm going over the canyon. Ooh, oh, look, there it is. There it is. I like this canyon. It's one of my favourite places. At some point, I want to get a rover, drive it up and over, and do this jump. You guys can see this one, right? That is a jump right there. We should probably try and like take some coordinates at some point. There's no way that's not a good idea. I mean, look at it, guys. Look at it. Should we try and stop? Let's try and stop at the canyon. Okay, here we go. Flying normally. It's a shame it doesn't really hold that much RCS. So what we're going to need to do is get a small RCS refuel point somewhere along the line. I think that should be fairly... Look at this jump here as well. Yeah, you could definitely jump this canyon with the right rover. Maybe off of this one? Like this proper comes up and jumps over. Yeah, I was thinking that. The thing is, we need to make it quite small so that the part count doesn't, like, you know, destroy everybody's game. That's down, that's up. Okay. Want to go back to the sun. Okay, dropping like it's hot. I'm sure we can do some stuff, though. What is my current... I was going to say velocities, but it turns out I don't have them on screen. There we go. What are my current velocities? We're going down at 18. If I just suddenly go... Okay, we can override that pretty quickly with the power of the RCS. That's cool. That's cool. It's this sideways speed that's quite a thing. Hey, Blue Terrier, how you doing? Good to see you again, man. Good to see you. So, this is a good craft, but as you can see, it doesn't even contain enough monopropellant to stop. So, yeah, it needs to have its little, like, base station. So I reckon we put a small docking port on the underside, which this guy should be able to still fly through. A small docking port on the underside, and then build an ISRU unit underneath it, and then maybe put more of these around the outside, and then fly that out here. Yeah, I think that's a plan. Well, anyway, until then, we're going to say goodbye to this guy. Why part count so important? So that we can get many people in the same area. This is, of course, a multiplayer game, and I mean, look, just this is chunking my machine. It's the multiplayer. I don't understand why it makes it so much worse. Like, so much worse. Okay, we're going to try and save this Kerbal. Let's... No, I want you to leave seat. Go. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die that way. I don't want me to die. Maybe should have got out much sooner. Oh, I heard that. Yeah, well, we're coming down far too fast. All right, maybe should have done that as well. When was multiplayer added? Multiplayer is a mod. There's 2 multiplayer mods out at the moment. Actually, LMP, the other multiplayer mod, has literally just dropped an update. So it might be worth trying to check that out rather than here. So LMP is much better in some situations than DMP, but DMP is actually positionally much better, like showing you where people are actually supposed to be at. I probably because LMP tries to what's known as interpolate, like they take the one position and then another position, and they like just find out what the numbers are in between there, right? Which is great until you're actually doing changes all the time or something like that, at which point it all just kind of falls apart. I didn't want that. I want this VAB, but that's all right. Okay, so we'll call that one as a no-wheeled rover, and it's a good idea to stick it onto something at some point to take up there. Did anybody see the weight? How much does it weigh? We want to try and like balance that out with something else that also weighs 0.79. Wow, that's really light. That is like really light, like really light. But that is a workable craft. If wait, coupling, junior, turn it that way up, or that way up, and pop it on the bottom. There we go. Nom nom. Yeah, you're probably going to blow that up at some point, but I can kind of live with that. Like that. Will that be better? No, that's just going to stop me docking. Click the central part. I mean, I kind of want to be like, let's go 3 and... Oh, it's the wrong way up. Okay, do that, and then 2, and then put it out like that. And then it kind of looks exhaustish, right? Maybe. Alright, there we go. That's my final version of the Lookmar No Wheels. Which, incidentally, if I remember correctly, we can go, like, craft, and then from the craft... Oh, look, Zed's uploaded stuff. Twitchi upload. Bam. And then we go, oh man, look, No Wheels. And now that's uploaded to the craft library. Oh, look, people can use stuff. I forgot that was a thing. So we want to, hey Zed, how you doing, buddy? Close that, close this. Nice. So we need to make the small ISRU with small docking ports that are easy to get to. Perhaps even with some of this stuff on it. Perhaps with a claw on the top, actually. I keep forgetting how useful the claw is. So, new. Tiny Mun refuel. Fuel? Yeah, that's right. Then we want to, down here, utility, ISRU. Small one, because I like small things. And we're in the wrong place. You know what? I don't care. I do not care. I want to put some... We're going to, like, hacks this. We're going to make this work out pretty well for us and us only. Can we put this on the side here? Yep. Okay. Somewhere here is the spin button that I'm after. No. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, we could properly make this look like some sort of, like, landing bug if I... Get one of these remote guidance unit. Oh, if I remember correctly, actually, we don't want to try and make this that small because it is like heat intensive, like super heat intensive. Yeah. Let's just do that. Then think about things like we want like an ore tank and literally on fire. Nice. Cool. Or tank. That's a big one. Do we actually want to do like these small bits on the side here? I think we might. If I put these here, like on that line, and then put these here on this line, and put these in between. Ah, yeah. Let's move this back in a little bit. Okay, I'm liking the look of that. Now that I've done it, it suddenly looks a little bit out of balance. Come on, go where I want you to, please. Something like that. Alright, yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's got a certain style, certain class. We need to... Oh, is that... Oh, it's attached to the tank. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't mind. Just want to get the drill. Brilliant. Okay. Imagine if your brain was running at 2 FPS. So I feel like... I feel like my brain is running a lot slower than it used to. Everybody else seems a little bit quicker at doing things than I remember. Which really just translates to I've slowed down. Oh, look, we can put this here and here. Oh, yeah. Okay, and now we've got to figure out a throwaway landing package, right? In fact, this needs a heats... yeah, it needs a heats. It needs a way of shedding heat and needs a way of taking in power. Now, shedding heat shouldn't be a problem. We just stick one of these large thermal... maybe a little much. One of these medium thermal control systems on top here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can we sink you down as well to just disappear into the rest? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is actually going to end up looking pretty nice. I like it. And then, now, the power is an issue. Unfortunately, with this system, power is always an issue. So let's try that. I feel like it should work. Start retracted. Start retracted as soon as I find it. Okay, so the real question is, what are we going to connect under... Here, watch. Do you want to see some Kerbal hacks? Let me show you some Kerbal hacks. Why shared a screenshot? But I need to do this first. 1.2 decoupler sits on the end there. We're not going to use it for the end here. We're just going to say it can sit onto the end there. I then rotate this 180 degrees down, 90 degrees down, and move this guy down. And then we need to try and find the center of mass. Now, how are you guys feeling about this being the center of mass? Let's turn it on, actually. Let's turn it on. Does that look right? Does that look good? Don't you have... Yes, we have Kerbal attachment system. Yes. Yeah, I should... You're right. I should put some fuel stuff on there. Winch. There's a tiny port that I'm looking for. A tiny... Not engines, fuel tanks. I love this guy. Look at his little face. Resource transfer system. This pipe allows for transfer of the resources between vehicles. Okay, let's try that one up here. Because that sounds more like what I'm looking for than what I was actually looking for. Put that there. And then on this side, there's a really tiny nozzle somewhere, right? Am I just making it up? I might be just making it up. Containers, attachment system. Yeah, this. Oh, that's a joint socket. Multi-purpose socket has a variety of features. It allows firm connection, provides for transfer of resources. That is actually what I want. We're going to pop that up the top there, and then we're going to put a winch underneath in case we need to move people around for some reason, or this craft around. That's actually probably more likely that we need to move this. Hey, Mohammed, how are you doing, buddy? At least get ports. Oh, I need a small port. That was exactly what I needed, was a small port so that we could connect the little thing to it. Clamptron Truck and Port Junior. Or do we? What I'm tempted to do is send this up as a unit. It's with these ports. No, claw. I want a claw. I want a claw. That's what we want. I said claw last time. Actuators. Where are we? Coupling? Coupling. Claw. This is going to totally send my center of mass off. How much does it send my center of mass off? You know what? It doesn't weigh that much. You could almost convince me that that's still in the center. I like that guy. Alright, let's try that. Let's try. I think we can get this to the moon. I need to sneeze. Oh, the devil damn my unpredictable immune system. Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. Okay, let's go with this one. And then we're going to clip a 1.2 underneath, 2.5 underneath and get rolling with something that's actually pretty OP for the job that I've got set in mind for it. So this guy... No, not you. This guy. Yeah, this guy. Alright, we don't want... Wait, we don't want to be making space trash. So let's... This is not going to be able to land. This is just straight not going to be able to land like this. We want a sky crane somehow, right? So Agonarch had a baby, or rather, his girlfriend had a baby, girlfriend, wife. I don't know what relationship they were, to be honest, like specifically. But his female had a that sounds even worse. Had a baby of some description, and he kind of decided that other things were more important, which I kind of understand. I hear that when you see this bundle of cells that you helped create, that like all sorts of hormones start flowing and stuff like that. I'm not in for that. Doesn't sound like it's all that much fun for me, but I hear people do like it. So if we put this on top, move this docking port. Now I am going to rotate it 180 degrees. There. And then use this to move up here. And then we do something absolutely crazy. Like take a Mark 1 fuel tank. Clip. Turn it sideways. Oh yeah, I think I've got the beginnings of a skyhook coming in. Not a skyhook. Skyhooks are something completely different. We should try to build a skyhook. Yeah, no worries, man. It wasn't particularly a secret. It's just one of those things that doesn't really get talked about because no one really talks about the person who left, right? I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Right, can this lift on the moon? We go body Mun to weight 3.4. Yes, brilliant. We are definitely going to land this on the moon somehow. Okay, the next thing we need to figure out, let's compact this back down, is how we get it off of Kerbal, right? It kind of looks not right. I might be wrong here, but I'm going to do that. Oh, that actually looks a little worse than the other one. Can I have this as well? Does that look like it's going right through the middle? Yeah, it looks like it's going right through the middle. We will accept that. We will accept that. Thank you. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is now try and put another one underneath. And that's going to be easy because, like, you see how we like broke Kerbal here? We're going to do the same for underneath. I don't know why I'm suddenly all about breaking Kerbal. I used to not be. I used to very much be like, oh, if you can't do it like without part clipping, you're not doing it in proper Kerbal style. But now I'm just like, whatever. Can you fly? All right, cool. Let's fly together and go like that. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that does actually, in fact, look better. Then we want... Now we want everything that I started building. So we're going to go with pods. I want to put a remote guidance unit underneath. Does anybody know which way you got to press to make this face the right direction? I know I don't. I'll tell you what, we're going to save, and then we're going to switch to the editor, because we need the other thing now. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. So we come now to this remote guidance unit, and it will have it orientated correctly for me. Look at that. Oh, it's almost like someone thought about this when they were creating the game. Then we put this one down under here, and then this one. I mean, that's going to be enough to get us to the moon, right? Excuse me, that's what I want. Thank you. Mainsail, because I know everyone's got access to it. Mainsail, okay, cool. Well, I mean, it gets to orbit. It's not quite what I'm after, though. We're after much further than orbit. So we're going to go for coupling. These ones. I almost went with the big, wide, spongy ones. In fact, I am going to go with the big, wide, spongy ones. We're going to put those out like that. And I'm going to only do pairs so that we can asparagus them. I'm sure everybody at this point of the game knows what asparagusing is. But for those of you that don't, it's making it so that we drain from fuel tanks in order so that we can throw the sort of last in the line away as fast as possible. What do I want you to make? I want you to make a small rover to come and meet me in the canyon. A small rover that you can drive around and have fun with on the moon. or a BayBlade, and we'll have the one BayBlade championship. Not sure about on the moon, because trying to spin will hit each other and then we'll ping off into orbit. There is a new update coming, 1.6. It's got the Delta V readouts that everybody's been after for like ever, which is great, but I'm not sure if you guys... I've literally had this conversation just a second ago on stream, but I'm going to have it again. If you've not seen Shadow Zone's KSP video about technical debt, I would possibly recommend going to watch that. It puts a little bit of a damper on every new update that comes out, unfortunately, but it does make you go, actually, yeah. Right, that one. You know, it's all reasonable stuff. It's all totally reasonable stuff, but... what is it? The road to hell is paved with good intentions? That's the phrase that goes down there, right? Okay, does this get me to orbit? Does this get me to the moon? I think this will get me to the moon. Alright, we'll try this. We'll try this. I've got a feeling we're going to have explosions on the way. People like explosions, right? Can I go there? I want 6. We'll pop them like this. Okay, nice. This is going to reduce the chance of explosion. The reason that I say we're probably going to have explosions, do you guys see the way these two clip into each other? Which canyon are we meeting in? I will show the east-west canyon. So you got a big crater with a canyon going east-west. There's another one with a canyon that goes north-south. Not that one. The east-west crater. Oh man, I'm now thinking like Separatrons would be a good thing here, but I was just kind of trying to throw something. Oh man, we could literally just cheat it to the moon, couldn't we? No, we're gonna fly a real mission today. We're gonna fly a real mission today. Let's go with these, my BayBlades. Did you guys see that? Okay, it fixed itself. That's good. Okay, something like that. Do I need to put solids on it? No, I don't think so. Let's just go anyway. Launchpad is out of service. Well, save it. Leave. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Time waits for no one apart from Kerbal. Okay, let's have a look. What we got over here? Bab. What's a Bab? Is Bab anyone's in particular? I don't know. Okay, let's fly on out there. If I can. If it'll let me. If I can even lift. Do you even lift, brah? Actually, that's a phrase that's... I mean, do you lift, brah? If she lets me. Don't recommend it if they don't let you. Okay, let's see what we got here. What we've got here is loading screens. So yeah, definitely one. Check the screenshots, that's your bench. Okay, nice. The next... where was I going with this? I was going to be like, I got a plan for next time and I completely forgot it. So we want to try LMP next time, right? It's just dropped an update. So no, wait for the program to respond, please. Don't crash. Don't crash. It's not the time for crashing. Yeah, I think we'll try changing this for an LMP server next time. It's going to cost me significantly more per month, but I'm kind of down with that. I'm down with that. Any chance you'll play Hearts of Iron 4? No, it's... one doesn't fit my sci-fi theme. That's pretty much it, actually. Doesn't fit my sci-fi theme. Like, you could probably convince me to play it casual, but... There's 1,000 other... Well, not 1,000. I think there's about 50 other games that I want to play right now. So, that's the thing. Unfortunately, Hearts of Iron just doesn't appeal to me for some reason. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at it. Stellaris. Definitely play Stellaris. What a great game. Oh, actually, it's quite a long game. Oh, Zed. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I like... Oh, hacks. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea, man. And a double spinning point. Man, Zed always comes up with the better plans. Did we not actually manage to launch? I think we didn't actually manage to launch. Let's try launch pad. Yeah, okay, we can do this. We can do this. And then somewhere in here... Can anyone remember what we called it? I definitely hit save, right? This is Project BayBlade. That's pretty good. Wait, did I hit save? Jumping fleet. No, I definitely hit save. I remember hitting that button. I just don't remember what I called it. That one. Tiny Mun refuel. There we go. Both exactly the same, of course. Yeah, Stellaris would be... So, I'm more likely to be playing Stellaris with my patrons, because they're the people that I have, like, more time with. Especially as my my RPG storyline's kind of rolling down a little bit. Though whether they recognised it as a storyline or just a background to walk around in is another matter. But that's always the sort of the tabletop RPG roleplay style that I personally prefer, is where, like, so because I've been a GM for so long, since 14, something like that, and no one else in my group can just be bothered ever to run a game. I've got like lots of ideas for players, for characters that come with excessive personalities. You might we are having a PRPG tomorrow, and I should make an announcement for that. Can you remind me after streams, Ed, and I will like put a proper announcement up. Yeah, so because I've got lots of ideas for characters and stuff, I always like to have the game where it's just kind of background, and I can be like, look at my eccentric magic-using gnome who likes to push people in the water to see who can swim best, because that would make the best captain. By far my favourite story. Oh, we need a captain for the ship we've just bought. It's alright, I'll push people in the water. And I didn't even tell people what I pushed. I just started pushing people into the water to see what went down. I'm gonna try a relog. I will be back. Hopefully it will let me do some stuff. Twice now I have clicked go, and it's just sent me back to the Space Center, which is a very interesting bug, gotta be said. Almost entirely DMP, I can tell. But there we go. Come on, screens. You know what? I'm gonna have a quick look in my task manager and see if Kerbal has started eating more and more and more RAM. Let's have a look. Memory there. No, it's 3 gig. That's not terrible. Even my everything is well within bounds. So it unfortunately just terrible program. Well, not terrible program. Better programming than I could ever do, but. You're saying that host a game every Sunday at 8 your time. Unfortunately, 8 my time is kind of like girlfriend time. I spend, as you guys are aware, I spend a lot of time doing a lot of stuff. And my girlfriend's been like, Wednesdays and Sundays, we spend time together. I'm like, okay, I suppose that's alright. I get what I want out of it, so... Okay, can I do it this time? Is the game gonna let me? Launchpad. Down to Tiny Mun refuel. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna give up and go BayBlade. Well, you know, it's last half hour. Fingers crossed. Everybody cross an appendage. If you've got one, cross it. Personally, I prefer like using my prehensile tail. Man, could you imagine actually being born with a tail you could control? How cool would that be? Like, obviously, your parents would freak out and cut it off you almost instantly. But, like, if they weren't, it's like the guys with 6 fingers and stuff like that. They're like, you have a terrible, terrible childhood. Terrible, terrible childhood. But then you hit, like, 20 and everyone's like, whoa, dude, that's so cool. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Alright, personal question to everyone in the chat. If you were born with a tail, bearing in mind all the problems that would bring, but you could control it and use it, would you want your parents to chop it off or leave it on there? I'm not launching from safety bubble. I'm staring at blank screen, trying to keep conversation rolling. I think I'd prefer to have the extra appendage. Oh yes, thank you. Oh, we have problem. Oh no, I want to control from here. Wait, we can do this. If we can get the right bit, we can do this. Control from here. Okay. I think we're all noticing that there is no electric charge, so we're going to do this as quick as possible. 3, 2, 1, go! When I get into space, I can open up my solar panels, but I didn't put any. Leave it on from Wise. Yeah, but sitting might be a bit of a problem. I mean, personally, I'm more worried about like the bullying as you grow up. But you know, I mean, I have adverse reactions to bullying anyway, shall we say? I do not approve. Zed has shared a screenshot. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be up for having a workable tail. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. It's amazing. Oh, that is cool. That is all types of cool. Okay, I'm gonna throttle down a little bit. Literally, as I throttle down, it goes like, oh no, I can't handle that. Let's have a quick look. Using half my memory, half my CPU, and half my GPU. I mean, like, it's only using half of everything. How can it possibly be doing this stutter? Look at the game. What's wrong with you? It's not even Felipe anymore. We can't blame Felipe. Who owns Take-Two? Who owns Private Division? Who is the head person at Private Division? I want to be able to complain at them. I want to be able to complain. Okay, we have definitely picked up a bit of a spin here, but I'm alright with that. Apple app's coming close to 100 kilometers. I'm just going to sit and wait. Are you accidentally running in the 32-bit version? No, I don't think so. No, surely not. No, I definitely clicked the Kerbal X64. It's a good thought to have had, Ed, but no, I don't think... I deny that. I mean, this has got... not RCS, it's got SAS ports on it. Why is it not SAS units? Why is it not turning? Oh, well, I'm just going to... Oh, I can't speed up time here. It's all a failure. It's all a failure. I forgot to put an antenna on it. We're going to have to crash now. Oh, like, we literally are going to have to crash. I can't do anything. You could smack the bully with your tail. Yeah, but that's not going to help. Well, let's just watch this suffer horrendous death, shall we? I want to be so I've got T on. As soon as I can, I'm gonna. The way I would do it is press Alt F12, put yourself in orbit around the moon, and then just do a landing somehow. Strap a rocket to it and stuff. I mean, I would literally just be like, here's my rover, stick a decoupler somewhere on it, stick a fuel tank with an engine under it, and be like, right, that's good enough. Because you know me. I do things good enough all the time. I am tapping Z as fast as I can. Well, not tapping Z. That's a bit difficult. The Z key. As soon as we... is that just too far? Is that more than 5 kilometers? That's more than 5 kilometers. We're doomed. How did I manage to turn my engine off? There's a question right there. How did I manage to turn my... Oh, we've got this lovely bug where I've got fuel and KSpedia and Fuel and Chaospedia. Fuel and Chaospedia. And your well, I mean, it's all very different now from when. Can I give you a job to transport the rover to the moon? Yeah, yes. Yes, you can, Zed. Ah, of course, because we can share craft. Oh, yeah, we can share craft and stuff. So, of course, you can indeed be like, the craft is in the share folder. Take that to the moon. Ah, that's something we've not been doing. I forgot we could do. Okay, so next time we're going to do take a payload somewhere missions. How does that strike people? Get you guys to design a payload that you want taken somewhere, and then I make the lifter for it. I like that plan. Or even the other way around. People look at, like Wise might be looking for something to strap into a space plane. So if I make something in a cargo hold, I can go, here's the thing, can you strap a space plane around it? Do you reckon you could do that, Wise? If I show you roughly what I mean. Roughly. I think that's something that could be done. Especially the building it around the cargo hold. That's a very good idea, actually. Yes. I'm gonna have to go into the settings. Go away, Chaospedia. Nobody wants you. Okay, get rid of the screenshots. No one wants the screenshots. So craft. Let's have a look in the double Z Tech repositories. So this one. Okay, we've saved that. Nice. Let's try the ZH. Let's. Does it launch on the launch pad? It's going to be right down the bottom. We don't know. Okay, do it. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Because I really would like to play a Kerbal. You need to combine the. I see. All right. Well, let's see what we get here. We get a crash. No, I don't want to crash. Wait for the program to respond. Yeah, definitely going to be thinking about moving to LMP, just so this doesn't happen. But maybe this is not the fault of LMP. Maybe it's something else. Definitely need to, if we swap onto LMP and find that we're still getting all the asteroids, we're going to have to try and change that. Like drop all the bug reports. It's actually crashed. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Well, at least we get to double check that we are actually in the 64-bit version. Let's double check this. Hello? Supposedly it's opened my folder, but I don't see the folder anywhere, and that's not helpful. What? Hey, Super Gary Gamer, you have turned up just in time to witness a crash. How do you feel about that? I feel pretty vexed, actually, as it goes. I could have done without that. DMP has decided that, no, you shall not run for more than half an hour at any one time. Can we get you back over here? Yeah, alright, we're back in. So, Super Gary Gamer, we've, you missed that, okay. Super Gary, we got a question for you. If you were born with extra finger, extra tail. Yeah, if you were born with a prehensile tail, a tail that you could control, would you want your parents to chop that off? Or would you be happy to deal with the 18 years of bullying to then be a cool adult with a tail? I think I'd put up with it. Like, sat here, 15 years away from that, I would totally be like, yeah, let's have a tail. Killer Banana, no. I'm guessing he wouldn't. I mean, I would. Yes. No. So, what? Extra finger chop off, tail keep? Because I can barely remember my my teenage children years. So, like, that right now, if I had a tail, I'd be like, well, sure, I'm glad I kept this, because I don't care about the bullying that happened 15 years ago. But I'm pretty sure 16-year-old me would have been very distraught about it. I mean, I was a fairly distraught teenager. Counselling was a thing. So, that's, yeah. I don't know how I would have turned it. Tail and cat ears, perfect, actually. Straight up. The problem is you wouldn't have a tail, like a cat ear. You'd have monkey ears. Not quite so cute. Now let's do the thing from the movie 300 beginning scene where what they do to the children. Yeah, you're deformed. Get rid of him. I mean, you know, to be fair, that's how culture's lived. We have to, as to become the fairy god. I mean, like, if that's what you're after. Oh god, could you imagine? I don't need a suit. Yeah, kind of over that. Now, would you be more likely to keep an extra finger if you had one on each hand, or would you only want an extra finger on one hand? Like, I've met people with, so it's either been extra finger or extra thumb. I've met one person with an extra thumb and two with extra fingers, that their parents didn't have cut off for them. And from what I could tell, the person with the thumb was more happy. So... that's what the gender modification in China is going to bring. Well, I mean, like, to begin with, it's going to bring, as much as I hate to say it, lighter skin colour, the colour hair people want, blue eyes, because that's the way the world is set up at the moment. It's disgusting, but I sit here as a... Oh, hello. This is not where I want to be. But I sit here as a person... with all the privileges already. Killer Banana, could you reword that without that first word? Thanks. Family friendly channel, which I know you probably are like, blah, 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 blah. I should be able to say what I want on the internet. But I'm an old person. The people I know are old, and they have kids that watch my stuff. So that's the thing, is I have... That's the problem, is I know the 8-year-olds that actually come here and then check this stuff out. So sorry about that. Okay. Curiosity on top of the ZH. Is that what we're saying? Curiosity on ZH. Brilliant, mate. Thanks very much. I'm almost certain that anybody who does turn up and start swearing just doesn't know that this is that type of place, which is fine. You know, ignorance is generally right. You know, there was this whole thing when I was growing up anyway. There's ignorance is no excuse. And like, yeah, actually, to be fair, with my view count, I think everybody here who's talking is viewing. But they also do watch after. I mean, like, Kerbal in particular is one of these games that people do come back and watch, which is quite interesting. I found that very interesting. Like, people watch The Fool afterwards as well. I kind of wish I'd done that as a video series now. But, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so where is the Curiosity? I'm guessing it's in this one, right? Curiosity. Curiosity. Okay, that's good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go open... And then down here we should have the ZH. Okay, click that and merge. Very rare I get to do this properly. Okay. Alright, I see what we're doing. I see how we're going to do it. We're going to leave that down there for the moment. We are going to get a stack separator. Doesn't matter what. Let's go for the 112 just to make sure everybody can see it. I'm going to pop that there. And then I'm going to use the wonderful powers of... Oh, no. Of 2 to... Can I please get the offset? Thanks. Just bring it down here a little bit. Oh, you know what? We should really turn that upside down. No, whatever. We'll drive it off. I just want to put this here. Now, some of you might realise we're going to have a little bit of a problem. Ooh. We're going to have a little bit of a problem when it comes to offloading this on the moon. Probably. It is a little bit overkill, Zed. I'm alright with that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn these interstaged nodes on. If you don't know how to turn the interstage nodes on, press escape, go to settings, and somewhere near the bottom there is turn auto strut on. Not auto strut, sorry. Advanced tweakables. Advanced tweakables is the thing you're looking for. It enables you to do things like auto strut and those things. Slap a spectrometer on it and call it the ZH spectrum. That's a good shout, man. That is a good shout. Yeah, I reckon we could actually just land this sideways. But no, that's not what I'm going to do. We are going to now do some stuff. I'm going to reroute to that. This is now our important part, and now I should be able to pick this up. Pop it down like that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So we can kind of like almost fall over. I'm going to do this, and we're gonna make something small. I'm gonna make something small. Let's go with the LV909 Terrier, okay, and then let's put one of these like super thin fuel tanks on there, okay. Then we pop that on there like that, and when we realise that the LV909 is not going to separate because we didn't put any stack separator on there. Stack separator, bam. Okay. All right, I think we can land this. That is the wrong type of engine, but I'm fine with it. You can see it, I can see it. Let's do it. America 8DX, so nice. You do have enough room to make an individual lander for it. You can also probably use the sky crane method. Oh yeah, sky crane. What do you think of my armoured spectator seat? Because 2 more pops up. To be honest, mate, I think that armoured spectator seat is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wait, there we go. I'm muted. I don't know if you guys had to listen to that coughing fit there or not. I don't know. But there we go. Apologies for that if you did. Also, might need an antenna. I think my game's bust, guys. I've got this real feeling that things are just not working out. Yeah, I got this feeling. Let's go back to the VAB and do that again. These guys are so cool, man. We got to have a little fight with these at some point. Did you make those wise or did you find them? Because they are just so cool. They are just so cool. Okay, let's go back to the VAB. Let's try launching somewhere else. Maybe it's because I'm trying to launch somewhere else that the DMP doesn't know how to deal with it. Not really a thing, because if we come up here and have a look, yeah, okay, let's try that. That might help. Fingers crossed. Oh, why didn't I put the antenna on it? Should have put the antenna on it. I'm an angry man. I'm not an angry man. Slightly annoyed man. You found them. Ah, surely you could. I've seen some of the stuff you build, Wise. It's amazing. But I mean, who made it? Do we know? Do we know? I'd like to give some credit because I'm about to steal them and use them for something. Yeah, we probably should put some crew. I'm going to totally kill these guys first, though. Let's go. Bam. I'm going to go to the mountains. More. Alright, cool. Wait, what's this one? Options? Why don't I have the options here? Oh, because it's down the bottom there. So why don't I get options to the craft files here? That's crazy. Enabled RCS. I mean, we're just going for a mountain view. Just going for a mountain view. Because we've got the antenna and such forth, we're going to try and blow things up as fast as possible. Which, I mean, like, if we're going for as fast as possible, I could have probably just ploughed it into the ground. That feels like it was a stage. Oh, yeah, watch that wobble set in. Nothing bad is going to... Hey! Hey, what happened here? You're supposed to be inside the fairing. I'm not sure. Mr. Somebody on Kerbal X made. Okay, cool. Mr. X, good work. Good work. Alright, what are we going to do here? I'm surprised how much fuel this has got. So, this was in the rocket. Unfortunately, I forgot that it needs an antenna. Well, Zed also forgot it needs. Look, it's shaking itself apart. I'm all down with that, by the way. I've got no problem with watching things shake itself. Ah, it's because the decoupler was at the wrong. Oh, so this is technically inside the fairing. Okay, all right. So not only do we need to put an antenna on it, because obviously we need to put an antenna on it, but we also need to rearrange la station. Oh, wait. Oh. What? What? Anybody else see that? We're about to have some troubles here. Kerbal totally messed up. Bounce on the fairing. That fairing is bulletproof. Let's get rid of it. That fairing was like actual bulletproof. This should be better now. Huh? What? Let me just go and check the cheats here. What's this? I don't know when they turned on because we were Beyblading earlier and we broke stuff. So don't ask me how that happened. Yeah, safety record, definitely. Wow, I was shocked. The moment we bounced, I was like, something's wrong here. Something is wrong here. Yeah, I did. Welcome to hay fever. There you go. They could probably hear that. Okay, let's in flight? In flight? No, I disagree. I disagree. Let's see what happens. Is this one also cheated? Man, the loading time on this game. Hey, welcome to the last 10 minutes of the game where I'm going to start venting my frustrations. Woo! I'm not impressed, Kerbal. I disagree. See, I knew I disagreed for the right reasons. Oh, we're falling. No, we're destroying. We good? Anything else got destroyed? Look at these. Let's just ease it down. That is a whole lot of physics I need to deal with. Let's recover. Okay, so staging antenna, and then we're going to the moon, and we'll get that done. I'll put the moon down. I'll put the rover down, and then we'll be done. And then I'll move all my refueling stuff up to the moon. One job. Okay, so vehicle assembly building. Also need people. Let's write the 3 down. Stay. In fact, do people want to just repeat that over and over in the chat? Stage people antenna. Stage people antenna. Stage people. If I just keep saying it to myself, that might actually work. That's the full saved ship. Bam. Okay. Staging. That one. That goes right up there. Like, right up there. Like, get out of here, right up there. Okay, let's have a look. Got that. Followed by these. Okay, staging's good. Pop the fairing open. Drop the lander. Drop the rover. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good there. People. Crew. Who's the... we're going to have Lynn Port, because engineers are better than pilots. Personally, and Nevin for scientists. Yes. And then Ariel, the Little Mermaid, right? Ariel. No, antenna. That is blatantly how I'm going to refer to all my communication devices from now on. I'll put a Little Mermaid on the back here. Little Mermaid. There we go. Extend. Nah, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. Let's put a couple of these high gain antennas on it instead. When that deploys, which way does it go? Okay, I want you to be kind of up here. No, do you not like that? Ah, it's because you got that. No, not that. That. The 3 is a little too much. Can I then go R and put another one there? Extend them upwards. Oh, it's one of these problems where for some reason they don't want to face the same direction. So if we put them there and then retract. I hate the way that some of these things are lined up. I mean, look at that. Don't you feel like they should both pop at the same time? Don't you feel? I feel. Okay, we're just going to go for the 1 then. That's a bit of a shame. In fact, that is a great shame. Launch. People, antenna, staging. That was the 3 things we wanted done. Can we get to the moon in 5 minutes? Probably with the amount of fuel we've got. If I wait till we're like pointed in the right direction, that'd be ideal. I mean, that's kind of space in a nutshell, right? Wait till you're pointed in the right direction. If you're not pointed in the right direction, you're not going the right way. Okay, so interesting that DMP and the different launch pads don't get on. I kind of understand why, because of like safety bubbles and stuff like that. But it's still not quite perfect. Okay, that's good. We should have somewhere here control. Okay, here we go. Oh, taking off in 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to go full throttle. Go! Oh, maybe I'm going to go full throttle. Looking at my G meter down here, I always like to be somewhere between 1.5 and 2 Gs. You can technically climb at 1 G, but that's a little bit wasteful. It's what they describe as gravity losses. I'm not too sure on the exact mathematics for it myself, but I just take it as read that people that have done this research know what they're talking about. Because generally, you know, they've got to put real stuff into space. I'll go with that. Okay, here we go. We've got 1 sun, 2 suns, 3 suns. Ah, it's so cool. So cool. Why aren't we, like, literally baking? Just switch games from Mach 8 to Breath of the Wild. I've not played Breath of the Wild yet. Obviously, I actually don't have any. Oh, no, I was about to say I don't have any Nintendo. That's not true. I got a Wii. Like, original Wii. So, that's the Nintendo I've got. Not exactly cutting edge. It's good, but it's not exactly cutting edge. Okay, at some point we're going to... Do you reckon we can extend our antenna inside the fairing and still get away with it? I think we might be able to. Near camera plane clipping is a bit of a thing. Extend? Did it work? Cannot deploy when stowed. Okay. It's going to get awkward. Hopefully we can get up to space. Deploy the... we got Kerbals on board. It's alright. It doesn't matter. We got Kerbals on board. It literally does not matter. Okay, ready for our next staging. It's not telling me that people can't see the thing. That's interesting. I would have thought this engine down the bottom here would have been like, no. You're part of the Making History expansion. Oh, that was actual clenching my teeth type stuff there. Okay, up to orbit. Let's go. Where is the moon? It's going to be underneath somewhere, isn't it? Just to be really awkward. Are we up and out yet? Not quite. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deploy. And deploy. Okay, there we go. We have done the thing. Okay, we've got to wait till we're up close enough to be able to make it efficient to make that round. Where is the moon? I need to know. It's like over there somewhere. Let's just zoom out until we can see stuff. There we go. It's directly above me. That is the worst place. Legitimately the worst place. We're going to have to do pretty much an entire orbit before we can go to the moon. It's alright though, we've got time warp. Things can work out in our favour. That works pretty well for me. Let's point over that way and see what we can do. Get it rolling, get it moving. Is the SAS doing its job? I mean, kind of. If we go Alt and Time Warp, we can probably watch it turn around there. Going to do my 50% burn either side. Start burn in 5, 4, 3. Let's get that right down and press Z.
pressed M at some point as well. But there we go. This is our 50-50 burn. This should work out pretty well. RCS, it's kind of alright. Doesn't look like there is actually any RCS on here. This one. We've got some monoprop, but I don't see any ports. Any jets. You know. Okay. Well, we've definitely made a centrifuge of some description. I'm going to try and drop them off. There they go. There they go. There they go. There we go. All right. Where are you guys going? Also, incidentally, I put the wrong way around. Yeah, indeed, Zed. Indeed. I'm not sure what that was about. Well, I think with that little adventure, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this one. I will see you guys next time. I don't even know what just happened there. Everything was going fine. Then suddenly, for no reason, explosions and everything's spinning around. I will see you next time, and we're going to try and figure out how to get to the moon and have a good time. Hopefully, maybe change to LMP. Look, we've got, like, chopped up world on the go over there and everything. Something has definitely gone badly, badly wrong. I will try and sort all this out for next time, but I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye! So bad. Oh, here comes the... Actually, I'm going to wait. We're going to wait and watch these guys probably burn up. I mean, they're coming straight back down. Straight back down. I mean, do we try and... There doesn't need to be a death here, guys. There doesn't need to be a death. Should we try and save them? Leave seat. Okay. Deploy shoot. Bam, bam. Oh, no, that one wants to stay the same. Okay, he's just going to deploy it at some point. I should have gone the other way. Are you it? That is curiosity. No. It's there somewhere. Okay, it looks like we've only got the two. I would have watched the fireworks, but suddenly no fireworks. Look, in fact, everything's been... I think we've just been hit with the DMP cleanup. Alright, well, I'll see you next time when we're going to do some other things. Bye!